With the 2.4 livestream recently revealed by MiHoYo, we now know all the character reruns that will be appearing within the overall version, and now, thus, we can speculate on which characters will be appearing on the banners and which ones we overallly hope for. I've already done one talking about Shenhe, so all the characters within the banner prediction I did for that are probably not going to be showing up with this one, because obviously I want them to be on her and Xiao's banner. Again, Xiao isn't going to be in this video since he's co-released with Shenhe. This is all about the Big Dongjong and Ganyu. With the long-awaited rerun banner for Ganyu, this is going to be an important step for MiHoYo to do to really push the sales, even though they're probably going to shoot through the roof regardless, because also, if you're not going for Ganyu, you have Zhongli on the other end of this spectrum, where if you're at all looking for a nice looking man, look no further, because he's going to have you covered. Let's first start by looking at both Ganyu and Zhongli's premiere debut banners and to see what characters that they came out with and maybe have a little speculation behind that. In December of last year, Zhongli debuted with Jin Yan, who also received her first debut on his banner, Razor and Chongyun. On Ganyu's debut banner in January to February of this year, she released with Zhangling, Xingqiu, and Noelle. Going into Zhongli's first rerun banner, he had the opportunity to be run with Yanfei, Noelle, and Diona. Granted, this doesn't entirely tell us a whole story of who MiHoYo will decide to even put on the banner, but it's a place to start. If we stop to think about what best characters are going to be suited for both Ganyu and Zhongli's rerun, we can take a little look at what happened in the past when we had a double rerun banner with Eula and Albedo. In my opinion, when I look at the 4-star units that appeared on both, you have one 4-star character that is more beneficial for Albedo's style, one character that's more beneficial for Eula, and then a third character that is just good overall, being Bennett. Rosaria is more tailored for Eula, as she can batter Eula very well, which helps her keep her energy up so you can keep on using it. Noelle, in my opinion, is maybe not the best support for Albedo, but early on, there's not too many options for Noelle, and especially now that the new artifact set came out, getting Noelle's when Albedo came out made a lot of sense. If you were farming that domain for Albedo, you're get Noelle, and then basically you can build both of them at the same time, and then you'd be pretty good with some Geo. Bennett is Bennett. He's overall gonna be good, regardless of which character he's gonna be paired with, because that's just the basis of how he plays. So again, going back to our Ganyu and Zhongli, we can take some synergistic approaches and pick one character for Zhongli that benefits him, one character for Ganyu that benefits her, and then one that's probably just going to be good overall. So for my first choice for 4-star characters on the banner is going to be the one that pretty much is good overall, and that's going to be Xingqiu. Xingqiu is just the most consistent Hydro applier in the game, as he's a melee unit that has one of the best ultimates that applies constant Hydro, lasts for a really long time, outputs a ton of damage, also can carry one of the best weapons in the game as Sacrificial Sword to keep his skill off cooldown, which helps his utility when dealing with any sort of Hydro elemental reaction. Moving on to the next character that I think might appear on the rerun banners. It's a little bit of a tricky one because I'm kind of stuck between two characters, being both of the Pyro Shielders, Jin Yan and Toma. If you look at the release date of Toma's debut, he released on Hu Tao's rerun on November 2nd to November 23rd, that being very recent. But if you think about going back to Sayu, who granted on her debut did release with Jin Yan, but Sayu's debut was in August. 4 banners later, she shows up once again in November on Hu Tao's rerun. And if we think about Toma, in 4 banners, the next banner that he could possibly show up on, if they decide to do a quick release to push out the Inazumian characters to make you have to get the Inazuma to farm them, because if you pull an Inazuma character and you're not that far in the game, then you're pretty much there sitting with a dead character in your party. So yes, in 4 banners, we will be at the Zhongli and Ganyu reruns, which therefore makes sense. But when we look at Jin Yan and we talk about recency effect, which is how long ago did the character most recently show up on a banner, you can obviously see that Jin Yan hasn't been on a banner for a much longer time, though we are getting a free 4-star character within the update from Liyue, and Jin Yan's a Liyue character, so she's kinda on the banner, whereas Toma would not have that opportunity to pull him for free from the new event, which makes him as an option much higher, which therefore I'm going to say Toma will be showing up on the banner instead of Jin Yan. I think Jin Yan will most likely come back in 2.5, though I could easily see the vice versa, but I think Toma is going to skip the line and hop into Ganyu in Zhongli's rerun as Ganyu's Pyro Multiplier for elemental reactions. Moving on to the last 4-star character that I think might appear on the banner. Many players have been hoping and wanting for Fish to come back, though as I have hoped in the past, I thought that Kujosara will be showing up on the banner in this update, because I think it's time for Kujosara's first rerun to be with the reruns of Ganyu and Zhongli. So I'm going to stick to my guns and firmly say Kujosara will appear in 2.4 on Ganyu and Zhongli's rerun. And if it for some reason is not, I think Fischl would make the most sense, as she is the character that has not appeared on a banner longer than any other character so far in terms of the recency effect, because her most recent banner was in June for Klee's rerun. Though, if we do end up getting the double Inazumian characters, Kujosara and Toma, I think the banner sales for those that are missing out on both of these rerun characters and didn't get enough of the new characters from Inazuma will make Mihoyo's pockets a little bit deep. So for our overall rerun banner of Ganyu and Zhongli, I think that we're going to be receiving Xingqiu, Toma, and Kujosara. Again, if Kujosara gets X'd off that list, Fischl would make the most sense to fit into that category, as they're both Electro Bow users, and they just kind of fit with in terms of recency effect, and just Kujosara just hasn't shown up on a banner since Raiden Shogun in September, though again in terms of recency effect, Fischl would be the most likely option. And for those that are hoping for some good predictions for your weapon banner, well, I have some nice good news for you. I do think that the Anima spell will be receiving its rerun, as it has not been on a weapon banner since January of this year. So those that want to hit up an Anima spell for your Ganyu, I do think that 2.4 will be your best option. Additionally, the next weapon on the banner could either be Vortex Vanquisher, again, because it's been so long since we've actually seen the thing, and it would make sense for Zhongli, though they've skipped it on his rerun banner before, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did it again. Or the Jade Spear, because I do not think that they're going to be placing 2 spears on the Shenhe and Xiao banner. Now that we know that Xiao is paired with Shenhe, I do think that they are not going to do double polearm, since we have yet to see the same weapon type to appear on a weapon banner so far. But again, Mihoyo is all about breaking the mold, so why wouldn't they do that anyway? Though, I will say that our weapon banner is going to look something like the Iospo in either Vortex Vanquisher or the Jade Spear. And that's it for the prediction video for Zhongli and Ganyu's rerun. So let me know in the comments below, who you hope to be the 4-star banners or even the 5-star weapons to appear on their rerun banner.
またお会いしましたね。